Hey guys, SlayerXpress here, and I'm bringing you episode 1 of my How to Improve at Modern Warfare 3 series. And today we're going to talk about class setups. But before I get into the details, I thought that I would first start by showing you the class setup, and then while I speak about it, I thought that I would show you some gameplay just showing this class setup in action. And I did edit out a few things just to make it flow a little bit better. And basically I'm just showing you the strength of some of the perks, strength of the gun, and just showing you how I hit some of my kill streaks with this class setup. Okay, this is my ACR class setup, and I chose the ACR because it has minimal recoil and good iron sights. You can also use the SCAR with this setup. I just prefer the ACR iron sights a little bit better. Usually I run the suppressor with kick proficiency. Sometimes I will run the attachment proficiency with a suppressor and extended mags, or you could run it with red dot and suppressor. And I think if you're having some issues with your aim, I would run the red dot and suppressor. Okay, my secondary, I usually run the Stinger. But in some of these clips you're going to see a variation on that. I will run the FMG9 akimbo depending on how I feel like the play is going to go. With the FMG9 akimbo, you can actually play those almost kind of like running around with a submachine gun. So if you're planning on going in some buildings and things like that, you can run with an assault rifle and use these akimbo weapons to be able to have a little access to some close range combat. So that's usually what I run for my primary and secondary. And then next, I usually run for my lethal, I run the Simtex. And you know, some people use the frag grenade. For me personally, I like the Simtex because I can just throw it out faster. I don't have to worry about cooking it. And also, if there's that annoying guy running around with the riot shield, you can always stick him with that as well. So I always run with the portable radar. I love the portable radar. It gives you so much intel. It helps guard you against the flank, and also all your teammates can see it as well, so it helps your team. So I think it's a really, really viable option. Okay, and then my first perk slot, I run Scavenger Pro most of the time. Generally speaking, I run Scavenger Pro when I'm using the Stinger missile. And when you have Scavenger Pro, the Pro version, it gives you extra mags. The variation on that is sometimes I run sleight of hand, usually when I use the FMG9 akimbos. So when I'm going to need to switch weapons fast, again to go from long range, medium range to short range combat, I do like sleight of hand, and the Pro version allows you to switch weapons faster. Okay, my perk 2 slot is pretty much a no-brainer for me. I run Assassin on all my classes. I think it's really important to stay off the radar, so if you're running Assassin, I just think you get so much more of an advantage in terms of being able to sneak up and flank the enemy. And then my third perk slot on this particular class setup is Marksman. I think it's very, very important to run Marksman with this setup because you're going to be playing from longer to mid-range. Okay, and the kill streaks that I use are Predator Missile, Attack Helicopter, and Reaper. And this is my go-to kill streak system. I find that it's very effective and not that difficult to get. Generally, you know, your Predator Missile, I try to get at least 2 kills with that, which takes me right into my Attack Helicopter. And once you get into your Attack Helicopter, I play it safe, I play it smart, and usually I just camp it out, let the helicopter get my 2 kills, which is going to take me right into the Reaper. So, I mean, if you can try to push the issue once you get the Attack Helicopter, but I think it's just smarter just to kind of stay back and let it do some work. If they shoot it down, okay, then you can start to push a little bit and try to go out and search for kills with your gun. But in my opinion, I think just play it smart, and more times than not, you're going to get that Reaper. Now, the list of maps that I like to use this class setup on are Seatown, Bakaara, Resistance, Bootleg, Village, Fallen, Outpost, and Interchange. So try this setup on those maps and let me know what you think. Okay guys, that pretty much concludes part 1 of my setup episode. In my next episode, I'm going to be giving you a build that's going to be more of a small and medium map build, and we'll talk about that in more detail as well. So give these a try. I really would like some feedback. Let me know what you think if you try these out. And until next time, catch you later.